Hmm. We play Mario Kart instead. Nope. Weekly game is free until the 20th. Gave it a shot. My first round was 1800-ish. So close to a watermelon! Suika! Suika's fun. Do you have different switches for an OLED or special edition model? Yeah, this is on my newest Switch. All my new stuff I just download on my newest Switch, which is the Tears of the Kingdom OLED model. Because that's the one I'd want to use more, but I still have all this stuff downloaded on my previous Switch, which was an Animal Crossing one. And I just haven't swapped over the material, the games onto the newer one. And I need to get another memory card for it, which I think I have somewhere, and I don't remember where it is, but it's... I don't know. Maybe I did put it in there. Anyway, so hey, we're back with Edgy Boy, and we are in the middle of a case. This girl's sister allegedly stabbed a dude. 1 terabyte SD card. Seriously. Okay. Already talked to this dude. Let's talk about this. Okay, we can't discuss it. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? No, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Yeah, he doesn't want to go against this prosecutor, but he has to. Okay, I guess we'll go back to the parking lot. Another outfit, but he's never worn it. It's an outfit. Edgy. Hey. I'm gonna go... What do we do? Did I not finish up? Am I not finished? Let's examine stuff. I think we've examined everything. I thought we had finished everything. What else do I have to do? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations! King of Prosecutors! Please stop saying that. Still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. Then in the morning, he has a sofa here, and the little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? You could prosecute yourself. Oh, the text box is blocked. Okay, then I will go to the other side. I have a button for that. Yeah. Okay. Well. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Ah, there we go. Is this better, by the way? Yeah, I guess I'm blocking it less. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Keeping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Ah, parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? Wow, what a character. What happened to your hand, buddy? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir! No name of that kind, sir! Not in this report, sir! I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. Good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Oopsie. Right. Yes, sir? Ah, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Oh. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Okay, now we can go to the police department. This girl sucks. Oh boy, it's their mascot! It's the mascot. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? I think I'm going too high for her. Beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been at criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Oh my gosh. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. It's like a mix between Sonic and a Chow and a demon. Oh yeah, that's right. Talon does have an Ace Attorney emote. That's a Chow. Also, just FYI, I've been playing through Ace Attorney finally. I'm on the, not DLC case, I'm just gonna say extra case. Okay, anyway. The pun behind Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? What's my line, Detective Gumshoe? Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What's up, Gumshoe? What? Oh, well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. What's up, dude? I'll give you one word of advice, pal. Better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Well, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. He says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. Yo, what's up, Crusader? How you doing? There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence is faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Ooh. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. Never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? That is odd. Well, anyway, thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. The patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Yeah, this is weird. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? That would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do... What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Are you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself. Aha! Congratulations. Wow. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. I'm sure it's another prosecutor that framed them. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed his mid- Oh, wait. That's right. Edgeworth's troubles. Okay. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent! Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright. There were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. Practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him! Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. That patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, if you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Sounds good. Have a good night, Slowpoke. Oh, I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. And they make a good pair. And the detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now behind those doors a police drama in action. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is! Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. No. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. The family wouldn't want to set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Ethical Nightmare Trilogy, yes. Seriously. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. You mind asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was at school on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they... Ooh. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? My masterpiece. I don't need to see it again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? She threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. Battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor blue badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Why is that a piece of evidence? What? What? Now you got me theorizing. What the what? It can be moved anywhere. And it dances. Oh yeah, I should put this up. No hints, tips, or spoilers, chat. Don't respond to my rhetorical question. I'm just gonna crack open the case. Okay. That's literally as a piece of evidence now. What the fuck? Feel his face if you do dial 911. They hardly even look human. She has a point. I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. What? What? You made this. You just talked about it. I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. I was wondering if this is important. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? There we go. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Lana's confessing as much. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who's... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Letter of introduction. We'll see. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Thanks, buddy. Ah, okay. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost his head. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. I agree. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. Me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? I wanted to ask you. Okay. Oh, okay. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec! Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. What? Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. Slide. Okay. Let's look around. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Yep. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yep. Prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. That was done very purposefully. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Can I? Right, let's check it out. I should not be allowed to touch this. What do you mean? This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made or received. I'm not sure the games have ever suggested Phoenix wears gloves for this stuff. Yep, nope, not at all. Have a good night, Jayma. Just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Let's get it. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's just check this phone out. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Oh. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ring tunes. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but... Someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. Hope you're not lying. Shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Few blocks through that, it's where the visitors park. I can see the lunch lane car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Yes, it is weird. Interesting. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. Dream of a day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Oh, the actual trunk. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. It says Goodman on it. 12-2. 6. Oh, 7S. That looks like, I don't know, maybe 75. Okay. There's a name printed on paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket and he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Oh, sorry. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stabbed to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Interesting. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector in Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Okay. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're not a patrolman. You're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? Shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. We're keeping an eye out on the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. Can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs without Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? The cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run. By order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. The prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. My many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Are they dating? That's interesting. I don't see those personalities meshing, but okay. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Oh. Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah, he learned everything from Von Karma. Yeah. A popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. Not Phoenix. He was covering for her. I was like, wouldn't she try to call her sister? Not Phoenix. I was like, that's a weird twist. Makes a lot more sense. Because he didn't know that Phoenix would be the one who's going to help her. So she was trying to call her Sea Star. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is murdered. And the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Oh boy. Going into trial day 1. I think we can make it through the first day of the trial, and that's probably all we can do today. There he is. Bird hasn't been that screamy this stream. Ah, okay. Shall we move into the trial? Oh, I need some water. Oh my gosh, wait. First of all, I need to show you a really cute picture. Oh, that's cute too. Look at me cuddling the kitten. I want to see a really cute picture. The cat. Momo was curled up under the tree. Mochi was like perfectly curled up under the tree. Look at that. How perfect is that? Look how perfect he is. I just found him perfectly right in the middle of the tree. The greatest present of all! That's so cute. Christmas kitty. Christmas kitty. Oh, that was me and the kitten. Kitty. Such a cute picture. You can't see all the clarity from here, but it's so cute. Beep, 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 beep. Too many depressing kitty stories today. Don't worry. The kitties here are good. I know it hasn't been the best time for kitties everywhere, though. Hear my voice a moment. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to sing tomorrow. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. That's the opposite of what I've been told, by the way. My mentor said the opposite to me. Why are you telling me that? The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. The Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without Faye helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be there. I'll be with you the whole way. No, Mia. Here we go. Us be edgy. We're gonna go back to do and this again. It's the longest episode in the series. Oh boy! Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to get through day 1 of the trial. By the end of the night, Swift. What's up? How's it going? Court is now in session for the trial, Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. Only been 2 months since the trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. It's always personal. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. That sounds pretty personal to me. On crafty stuff! How did I enjoy episodes 1 through 4 of this game? They were good. This is the most illegal defense attorney shit I could have ever imagined. It's so funny. Also, we got to cross-examine a parrot. I don't know what more you want from me. Good. Just wears out my voice. Like, I need to be careful playing this game so close to, like, GDQs and events and stuff. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well, then call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. I don't like this girl. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. What's up, Solid? How you doing? And for you, I have a Fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years... What? What? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
You resub to Kung Fu Fruit Cup. You resub to Kung Fu Fruit Cup. You resub to Kung Fu Fruit Cup. Now spam love and cheer.
Oh my god. I'm Stossable. Oh my gosh, how do you say that? Yo, thank you for the 3 months with the Prime Gaming. I don't know how I say that. Oh my gosh. Okay. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Now I think she did it. I think she could have dressed up like the sister. Her hair is similar enough. I think she is now my prime suspect. What? Miss Starr was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen. Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady? And if I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. The chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking a prosecutor's space, yes. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And it was this valiant witness. Why, it was me, Your Honor. I think you did it. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Oh, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Okay, witness testimony. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed. Okay. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Miss Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I don't understand the appeal of caviar as well. The little I've had of it, I'm like... Tell me more about this. Boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend. Security guard. That boyfriend? You have several. Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches things. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. But you looked through the chain link fence and saw it happen, so you're a liar. It's up on the 2nd level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security set. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed a crime. When I sensed something, okay, through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Tell me more about this. By garish car, you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. Let's ask about that. Hi, Dead Fox. What's up? Hello. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I see the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Wow, that's an innuendo if I've ever heard one. Oh my god. Can't remember the solutions. Makes it fun to watch. Nice. School's over! Working full-time again? Okay. Are you swapping back again? I don't know what's going on with your job stuff. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the locations of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was much easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Hmm? Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? And then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell me more about that. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only flesh. Okay. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. Well, what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Hello.
Music.
Really?
What's up with the snack here?
Yeah, I think she did it.
Are you,
I had snacks. You don't have to worry about me. Because I know you said you weren't hungry. Are you hungry now?
No, I don't need to get anything. I was just going to get something at food.
Okay. Do you want something?
I don't need anything.
That doesn't really answer my question. Is that a
I
no?
thought you said you were craving a milkshake for tonight. That's why you didn't.
I was. But then you were like, well, I probably won't be hungry. So I was like, all right, I'll just figure it out. Because I don't want to eat at 3 o'clock again. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I was just gonna go out and get a milkshake for you.
Do you want one? Want to split one? You don't want one.
No, if you're good then.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's why I was gonna check. You said earlier. You said that you wanted.
I did say that.
Yeah, that's why I was.
So you don't want any other food for you. Okay.
You let me see.
Okay. Cool. I work at the law office and been doing extremely well. Hell yeah. That's good. Okay. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Lunch lady's uniformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Star. Hmm. Tell me more about this, I guess. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like... How would you say? Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with an odor of old cheese smash. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Chief Prosecutor, I did hold it on that. I did that. What do you do as I said is my son? Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I've already done all of these. No conflict of interest. Oh, no tips, please. I know that maybe look at evidence is like, it's not spoiling anything, but like, don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Anytime you want to like offer something, just take that and then just put it away and type it out and then highlight it and erase it. And don't hit send. I will ask chat is my safe word, and I'll ask chat for help if I need it, but for this game it's usually like you try stuff until it works. So yeah, I like to press on issues a lot in this game until I'm like, okay, well I can't press anymore if I don't see a glaring contradiction. That's my safe word. Yeah. I'm just gonna try this, I guess. Exactly, the best. A lot of people don't think about it that way, or they just can't help themselves sometimes, which is also not great. It's not gonna be helpful. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement. It's not. They are! What do you mean? Okay, well, lost points, whatever. Boyfriend is a techno. I don't know what. I don't understand what contradiction the game is looking for. You did this, you sent something. I feel like I have to press her because there's no contradiction to press. Or to... You are biased. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Oh, we found something apparently. What? Huh? Rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph. You took this. Oh boy. I'm confused. Okay. Well, the moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
You just resubscribed. You're sharing it now.
I also ship Phoenix and Edgeworth. Yeah, of course.
Thank you for the resub to Foo.
Thank you for the 54 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know how we're going to get around this. This is most certainly the defendant. Okay. I don't see him at all. Where's the victim? Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. What was the defendant doing at the time? And the chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. And she thrust it into... Only flesh wound, we can make it, instead of anything else. Oh, you can see the wire. You can see the wire. Great, never mind. This all looks right. This all fits with their testimony. They released official merch of Phoenix and Edgeworth matching rings. That's so funny. That's amazing. Holding a knife in her right hand, then she thrusts it in his chest. I just have to keep pressing her. I'm just gonna do it for every single one. Hang on. Twisted methods always lead to tragedy. Yeah, being fired, nothing more than worms. That's that I am a pro, unbiased and flawless. Okay. Then we did this. I'm just doing them all again. Boyfriend is says blah 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 blah. Carry join and spinach. She does the thing. Security guard room. We did this already. Parked in the B block. We did this one. Premonition of the murder. Pumpkin seeds. Bruce Goodman, he's young, green, cheese joke. We're gonna start Garrett's carrying me in Edgeworth and the knife. We've already seen this. Are you sure it was the defendant? No, 30 feet away. Tell me more about this knife. 4 inches, Edgeworth's. Egg salad, whatever. Okay, what about chicken salad? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. Just see the raise stakes. Okay, too late. Brought down the murder weapon. Press the witness a bit, shall we? It just says to press her. I pressed her! What do you mean? I did every single one! I give up! I press. I'm pressing. I'm pressing. Oh my god. I did this one. I did this one. I did this one. I did that one. Oh my god, it's so annoying. What do you mean by press the witness? I pressed the witness! Now the game's lying to me! So what I think is, it wants me to use the picture I got from pressing the witness. This has to be it. This looks closer than 30 feet away. I guess I'll save. Why does it say trial former? I'm just gonna do this a couple times, and if I'm wrong, whatever. I don't care. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife. Okay, I guess. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Sure, that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Okay. Yo, Ninja, thank you for the 28 months. I appreciate it. How's it going? Hello. What's up? This is a photograph he took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. And it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? What is a black and white photograph? Yeah, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Freddy, you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh, you got a better idea? Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How did you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Uh-oh. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. There's no blood on them. Okay. Yeah, I saw you say that, Pikachu. I know. It doesn't matter. But she also used to be an investigator. She used to be, like, on the force. So, she didn't have to, but, you know, I guess people would, like, hope. Whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. The murder was planned. Rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them all thinking, and this was planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Stop! It's so long. Let's use this. This is gonna work. I'm just gonna use the cell phone, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Nope, it's not gonna work. What do we think it is? Death due to loss of blood. I don't know. It's not gonna work. This is Edward's car. Pretty sure. What do you want from me, game? Maybe I'm just trying to think that, like I could use the ID, or the knife, or the parking stub. I thought that the phone might be the one. I don't know, I'm just gonna use a bunch of shit. I'll try 2 more. And then I'm gonna reload. The knife? Why? Why? What's up, Scott? Thank you for the raid. What's up, dude? How you doing? Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon. The defendant is the chief prosecutor of the district, right? I mean, prosecutors bad people. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing the special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. The lunches fly up. Yo, what's up? Happy Monday. Yeah. It's fine. It's Monday to me. I hope you had a good stream. Order. Right, now the tide is turning in our favor. Good show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. No, he's you. He's doing this thing again. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. It's good? Okay, good. Yo. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. Stop saying that! That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. No, they didn't know each other. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. You said 1 stab! What? Now she's blatantly lying. Okay, that's better. The victim was summoned from the police department's office to sound a lot like premeditation. I ordered a pizza. Does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? That's funny. Okay. All right, there we go. Have a good night, Sonic 10. Now this is more obvious. Okay. All right, here we go. See if we can make it through the trial. Okay, you're literally lying. Literally lying. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound. Ah, right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. Hope to see you at something. Maybe, what, you know, GDQ or whatever, sometime, some point. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. It's weird. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. spattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Yo, what's up, Levy? How you doing? The red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? What does that mean? What is that? Her red muffler. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. Okay, I don't think she's wearing one in this picture, by the way. She's not wearing one in this picture. Oh my god. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for spattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. Oh, okay. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. That's right, this is our chance. Stands for what? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short wick burns out fastest. It's scientific fact. Okay, the size of the candle. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. This girl is going to be the worst scientist. Hi, she wasn't wearing one. Dude. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? Suspect was not wearing a scarf or... But why are you taking my credit? Edgeworth, Edgy, stop. Listen. He's like, look how impressive I'm going to be in front of Phoenix, my future boyfriend. Was it lactose? And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. How could she have apprehended her? She's on the other side of the wire. What? I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's Star, resistance is futile. You are quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Oh, Mr. Wright, you've your cross-examination. Okay. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. How did you get over there? Say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Press her! Well done. Get him. Get him. Get him over there. Get him. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Oh, for Edgeworth, Sherma? Yeah. I mean, I agree. Did Edgeworth even talk to this witness? Yes, but she also hates prosecutors, so. Whoa. You don't stretch like the other one.
Not yet.
Not yet. Look at this. Look at this cat. Look at it. Look at this cat right here. Look at this whole cat. There's a whole cat right here. Cat. You're so grumpy. Buddy? He's wiggly.
Might make a little smoothie.
You are a little bit hungry.
No, I just want to eat sweet. I think that's the best option.
I'll have a smidge.
Um.
Hang on. He's very small. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. Would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Okay. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prospector was talking on her phone. Phone? She can't mean. Ask further. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered this at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. Like a salmon heading up a stream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Mr. Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. But witnessing. Whatever happened to good testimony? Should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. And this guy tried to run. Sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. She didn't do it. You have to believe me. Okay. What's up, Solo? We're just trying to get through today's trial. And then I have an early day tomorrow. A long day tomorrow. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Ask more about that. So where's this partition on the floor plan? Assertion means this wall. That's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She's obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what'd you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. She mentioned her muffler. Saw how she tried to use the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. I think I have to probably present evidence again. We already did this. You couldn't have seen that. Wait a minute. You could not have seen that. You literally couldn't have seen that. You literally could not have seen that. Okay, I think I found it. You could not have seen her do that. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Alright, girl, you need to fucking chill. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Order, what is the meaning of this? Simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Oh, I don't know. What do you mean? Wait, hang on. Whoa, I didn't realize these were going to be the choices. What she saw. Where she saw it. The order of events. I'm going to say where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Unless I see. Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Keep yelling objection to each other. We're flirting right now. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. I'm going to say she was in the security room. I'm just going to guess. This is the only place where she could have been. Security guard room. Indeed, the security guard room and the underground parking lot is well positioned. Built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in the A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? Thinks the tables can be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Order, order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change. It would change something. Photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. No. Still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. Look at the picture! You're stupid. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Tell us what her reason was. Me. Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. I already know. You can see. She lied and said she saw from B block. The angle of view to the crime. The angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. Angle, what do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. It's important. Why? Because of the picture! No, because that makes no! What do you mean? Oh my god. The distance to the crime? Maybe that's what they mean? What do you mean? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Well, maybe this is right. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. I don't know how that would change what she would see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. The star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunch has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Okay, cool. Just a quick message. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. Oh, I literally just texted you. Oh, oops. Okay.
Sick.
Put it in the freezer. I didn't know if there was any more. If it was just really small. Okay.
There's more. You want more?
A little bit. Pour it in there.
Or in the bigger version of this or the purple?
How much is there?
How much do you want?
What? Not full in the purple. Less full in the purple. Thank you. Just put it in the thing. I'll be down, I don't know, soon maybe? Okay, and before I knew it, what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. I had to run all the way around. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? Why would she wait there? Then her running away doesn't make any sense. It changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear to my finest plastic spork. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Okay, stop. Another caviar lunch? Absolutely. That's right. You have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yes. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. Okay. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright! That was too close. I'm afraid that the Coffin Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Excuse me. Okay. Hold it. You? What? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr. Stop! A jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo, a triple-decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. God, this court is so messed up. Hear about this decisive evidence? Okay, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out this time? Here we go. Decisive evidence. It's gonna be super false. I should have mentioned this 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type, that's that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. I don't understand. Goodness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know that 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Looking pretty sullen. Could at least study some evidence law, really. Okay, what's happening now? Appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well, you may cross-examine. Did I not bring this up? Why not? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. Okay. So you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Well, the man was stabbed after all. Where did her blood come from? What does that mean? I'm done with this woman. Yeah, I'm like, oh, please let the testimony be over. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to a defendant without a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Phoenix, stop. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Okay, this is pretty specific. Okay, I'm just not even gonna read that. They said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. It ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Can't let this evidence go without a fight. Go through without a fight. Stop! Shut up! I'm like it hot, Mr. Wright. Sound like your client. She's enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Right, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Sure, there's a problem of some kind. I'll be playing the first 3 games. So yeah, I'll be playing the second and third game. There's the problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. Gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. Shut up! God! What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. This? I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. It'll be blood. Okay, shut up! There's indeed quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Oh my god, I don't know. This doesn't have blood all over it, maybe? This? There's no blood on the ground. The problem lies in the footprint. Footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. Thank God I got it. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. The picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order. Oh, witness. What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Well, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. Ah! What? Hold it. I see. Now I get it. But what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There was one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Edgeworth is kind of helping me out. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. I tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, that's right. Yeah, what does that mean? That was not a thing either. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? So don't get it, Mr. Wright? You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Ah, you don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. I don't know, for some reason I'm like ready for this day to be over. This is a lot. Ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? Oh, and that would be the blood on the shoe. So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side! She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Let's just hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Oh, good. Pissed her off. Good. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. He's like, stop! Time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. The threats don't scare the cough up clean. Look at this. Is there blood on there? Photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Right, look at the asphalt in this photo. There's water. Yeah? It's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. What? Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. How are we talking to her? Why is that here? That's 2 counts of concealing evidence, right? Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. Trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Saving. Show the court the problem. What is that? What is that? What is that? Problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. That's why she was thinking muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part in a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Think of it as part of the exhaust system of pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What do you mean? Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? This is so weird. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court. She mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler, ugh! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, she's yelling. She's yelling again? We got her. I don't know what we got or what this is, but... Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Ooh, that was close. We made it for now. That's so stupid. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. Lunchtime after all. So hungry. I'm gonna call it here. Oh, good, perfect. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. Holy crap. All right, you all. I appreciate you being here. Tomorrow I am off because I am, if all things are good, I will be heading up to hang out with Ruby Heart on their stream for a subathon. And we're going to do some sing-songs and a little bit of pajama partying. So, yeah. So that is the plan for tomorrow. You can catch me on there. I'm a little worried about making it up on time, so we'll see. But that is right now the plan. I'm also probably going to be pushing the bake sale back until after Christmas so it doesn't get stuck in Christmas shipping, so that I can bake them and get them out to you in a reasonable amount of time. So I will post an updated schedule for this week tomorrow or maybe before bed tonight. But yeah, I gotta go so I can wake up early tomorrow for a stupid meeting I have to do. And then come back and make sure I have the energy to do the drive. So, ready for more baked goods? Let's go. So that'll be right after Christmas, like the 26th or 27th. I'm probably going to do the 26th so I can ship stuff the 27th. So yeah. And I'll do an updated post on that still in the Discord with the info for you all. I'm sorry I haven't put an official one in, but now that it's getting shifted one more time, it just worked out. So you all are great. Feel free to tune back in on Wednesday. We are going to be doing probably more Origami King and this. We could also do Beat Saber. I really want to try out the new OST. That would also be good. But I'd also love to finish this up. So I think I want to try to like play some Origami King and then finish Ace Attorney. I don't know if I can do this in time. Probably have to do another stream of it before. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, you all are great. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. Be good. Be safe. Drink water. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow. Very likely tomorrow on Ruby Heart stream. And yeah, this case is very long. Yeah, it's probably going to take a few more days then. Holy crap. So yeah, I will see you probably on Ruby stream tomorrow if everything goes well, and then back here on Wednesday, okay? You all are great. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you soon.